Hey y'all, this is Carol Norby. You're on my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page, or you're watching me on YouTube. Today is my regular monthly class, and since this lockdown, I'm taking my shoes off. Since this lockdown, I am doing them right now on video, and I will be sharing my video link on YouTube with my customers, but I have a bunch of ladies that purchase the class kits, and this is how we're doing class. So you're welcome to follow along. If you're not in the class, that is just fine. I hope I inspire you, and if you have any questions, just contact me. So I'm going to flip the phone over and we'll get started. I'm going to do 3 cards on this video, and then I'm going to take a little break and do my fancy fold card. So just to give people a little bit of time. So hang on, we're flipping over. Yeah. Okay. This, see if I can get my phone in the right spot. Oh, so close. Sometimes it works good and sometimes it doesn't. So we are going to start with this card. This is the one I call You Magnolias. And I've got my kit here. I'm going to set this one aside so I can watch what I'm doing. Set that. So I have used this Altenew stamp set and coordinating die. It was just so pretty. I've seen such great things done with the Altenew stamps, and I just had to buy one. So this is really cool. So this is the only stamp set I'm using. So I'll move it aside. I've also used Brocade Imprints embossing folder and diamond netting embossing folder from Fun Stamper's Journey. Now my original card I used Barn Wall embossing folder. If you can see it, Barn Wall. But it tore on me. All the little creases ripped. So I don't know. I have to figure out a better sandwich for that on my machine. I also use Circle Around die set and Journey Scallops die set. So that's what I used. So those that have the kit have all of this. And this is the easy peasy card. So you're basically going to adhere this piece onto your card base. And I will get my adhesive roller out and adhere mine. So this is step 1. So I better get my directions out to make sure I do them in the proper order, because I did a lot of, I usually have a step-by-step directions that went out with this, so we're doing that. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. You've got these 3 flowers. You are going to cut the ends off of those 2, just like that. So and toss those pieces. They won't do you much good anyway. And you are going to get this up in my light here. You're going to adhere this one right about here. Adhere this one right about here. And this one, you can adhere it wherever you want, but just make sure that you can see it underneath the circle. So I'm going to adhere these. I am not popping them at this point in time. I don't think I popped them. Gotta look. No, those 2 are not popped. This 3rd little one is. Okay. So just adhere those down. If you hear any background noise, my husband and his friend Larry are just finished a hay baler that they repaired for this big farm in Kansas, the state of Kansas. Can you believe that? People send their equipment to us. But this is the end of the work he has for right now, so hopefully they'll find something to do. So I haven't decided. So maybe what you want to do next is adhere this to this, and then that'll give you some ideas of what you're doing, where, you know, it makes it easier to see. So got that on here. So if I lay this here, I can it can tell me, do I want to overlap it? Now on my original card, I overlapped it right here, but it just wasn't very noticeable. So I have to decide which area do I want. And I kind of, since this is kind of over to the side a little bit, I think maybe I'll just barely overlap it and put it right about there. But you play with it and figure out where you want to put it. Because, you know, this is your card. You make it the way you want it. I'm just giving you a basic idea. So Angie, welcome. I don't know if anybody else is making it. Many will probably prefer the YouTube. Okay, so now this piece here is going to be popped. So add your foam on the back. So this card is just so fast. Getting my hand in the way. So anyway, so I'll set this on here. You do have a little packet of embellishments. You're going to need the little white out of it. Okay, so I'm going to, and I don't know where my little black, I got to figure out where my little black text is. Did I have not, I do not see it. It's probably in hiding. But you got this little text here. You're going to adhere this directly onto the circle and you're going to pop this piece. Now if you put your flower here, it might not pop really good there, but that's what you're supposed to do. So right now, until I can find my little black piece, and it's who knows where, I can do another one. So get out your pearls and adhere them, and that's where you like. Now there you can see where mine are. I have 5. Put them where it appeals to your eye. So I usually use my bloom tool and just go, okay, I kind of like this down here, this here. Okay, sometimes I like to group my pearls like this. Oops, that one kind of stuck funny. Do I want to group him here? I like that right there. And then number 5, I think I'll put it right there. Okay, and then that card is done. So remember to put on your black text. I'm sure mine is in hiding, not too far away. And that card is complete. So anyway, there you go. There's your card 1. Hi, Heather. Okay, card number 2. We're going to be doing Hey Sunshine. Switch out my directions here so I have everything handy. Okay, there's my card kit. So on this one, I used this stamp set mostly from Fun Stamper's Journey. It's called Beautiful Friendship. Many of these you can get if you click on the Shop Now button. Anything that's Fun Stamper's Journey Spellbinders, you can get through my Shop Now button on my Facebook page here. Or if you're on my YouTube channel, go to my stampandcarol.com, click on the Fun Stamper's Journey Spellbinders link. Some of this will be art impressions coming up, so I was just a little bit all over the board. But this is number 2 card, and I used the, let's see, I think it was this cone, these petals, and this cone. And I used the Hey Sunshine is from, how funny is that? I know it was here. I'm looking. Okay, I have it in my directions, I think. Spellbinders Happy Sentiments. Okay, that's got to be real close. I was sure I had it. But again, it's another one of those that are just not showing up. That's funny. So I'll set that aside. I also use these little bows from Pumpkin Patch Bows. Aren't those cute? So I'll use those. And I don't know where my happy sentiments. There it is. Okay. That's the wrong one. This is good. Beautiful. Oh, it was a Simon Says Stamps, hand lettered. I just used that. That's why it's not in here. It's a Simon Says stamp set called Hand Lettered Encouragement. So I don't have that right here. So what we're going to do, I'll set this up here so I can look at it. And what we're going to do, take all of this out. So first of all, right, watch. Oh, and I also used Spellbinder's Fancy Edged Ovals. I am loving this. You have scalloped edges and you have look like stitched edges. So that is just really cool. Okay, hey Sunshine. Get my directions handy where I can make sure I do it in the order that worked best when I made the card. So you're going to adhere your orange to your card base. So get that put together. So I have to go into Green Valley today. We got paid from the first, one of the balers we fixed for the guys in Kansas. So I get to, oh, this card is just a little off. As you can see, I have an edge on the top. I will remove that later. It's not a big deal. Then you're going to adhere this stamped sentiment piece. And let's see. Yeah, adhere that. Gotta move stuff out of the way here. I've got so much doing this. I have an awful lot of stuff on my desk here in piles. That's so funny. Okay, so this is going to adhere. Center it on there. I like that. Then you're going to take the black and white piece that's going to adhere right down at the very bottom of the white. So this is going to go right here. Okay. Now you're going to pop the oval. Make sure your flower is aimed down. So I'll get my foam on here. Some of this I probably could have done ahead of time, but it does give you the opportunity to work along with me. Now I am just using, I have a roll of foam tape. I do love my Fun Stampers Journey foam squares. But when you make massive amounts of cards, this stuff is a whole lot cheaper. And like you see, I'm cutting it to fit. You know, this is a full-size piece. This is a full-size piece cut in half. I just cut them to the size I want. I did get this tape on Amazon. I cannot tell you what it was called. I've had it for a while now. Okay, I'm going to stick him right about there. So cut out. Now, yours should have, if you look on your flower, I used Wink Estella on the cone. So I really like that look. And I bought a couple extras so that when we have class in person, y'all can use them. So cut out your flower. Some of this some of you probably did ahead of time. Which the next card had some coloring on it. That you can do ahead of time or do it later after the card is mostly done and then attach it because it's really easy to attach. Okay. It's driving me crazy where that little black piece went for that first card. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm just about done. Okay, so you're going to pop this right about here. So, oh gosh, it's supposed to get quite warm today. We hit 92 yesterday. I think they're saying 100 this weekend. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put him here. Then take your bow. See, I should have some extras. Yeah, who knows? You know, I'll always find everything when I'm done. So get one little bow out. Okay, I like that side, and a glue dot. So I'm going to just take, and I do love I have been using glue dots forever. I buy them at, believe it or not, Joann's, since they're right here in Green Valley. And I usually use my coupons. So I'm going to put my glue dot right about here. And then my little bow, and ta-da! The card is complete. Isn't that cool? I like that. So I'm going to set this one aside, and we'll do the third. Now, those of you that took my class last month, I still have these two items available from the Easter, the Bunny Trio die set, that's $9.95 plus tax, and Happy Spring Minis, $8.95 plus tax. If they don't sell, who knows? They might end up next year on a as a door prize. Okay, this is the third card on this video. This stamp set is, get all my pieces out, from Art Impressions. Isn't that cool? But to make it work, you have to buy also the steel die that goes along with it. And it has a happy birthday die with a star in it if you choose to use it. But that's the only way you're going to cut out this opening. And I just love these flowers. I have seen another friend use them. So if you are interested in these, go to my website, stampandcarol.com. Click on the Art Impressions logo in the left sidebar. And then you can do a search for Floral Twist Set and put it in your shopping cart, and a search for Twist Frame Die and put it in your shopping cart. I would suggest you buy a few other things. It helps with your shipping. Helps me too. So what I have used, not only those stamps, I used the Mystic Impressions, here, Mystic Impressions embossing folder from Fun Stamper's Journey, and the Lovely from Happy Sentiments from Spellbinders. This you can just click, these items you can click on my Shop Now button on Facebook, or the Spellbinders Fun Stamper's Journey logo in on my website too. So that's what I use there. I will set that aside. Set my card up there so I can see what I'm doing. This is the kit. Now I just colored these this morning using my Color Burst colored pencils. So those are done. You need to cut out your Lovely. And then we'll get started. So here is your base. Here is your frame. This is going to fit exactly over the opening. So if you can see that, there's your opening. It's going to fit exactly. So you will want to apply on the back side adhesive around the opening and adhesive around the outside to make it fit. You don't want that opening to come apart when your card is made. So get it all in there. Okay, so as you see, I'm just going to go right down that side, right down this side, right there, a little bit right there, and right there. So you have to be very careful when you adhere these together. If you're using liquid glue, be very careful because sometimes it'll set up faster than you're ready. Okay, stuck to me. Oh, that's good. There we go. And to cut this out, I basically cut out my base card first, adhered this piece of paper right with a little piece of tape right here, and then recut out directly. Right, is that how I did that? Maybe, no, I did these both at the same time. That's right. I adhered the pink paper right here to my base and then cut out both at the same time. That's how I did that. And then your flowers pot. If you notice, I did my first one in pink. I did this one in blue. You're just going to adhere these back to back. Do not pop them. You got to adhere them flat. So, and it's going to take you want to get plenty on here to make sure it stays together. And again, if you use liquid glue, just move a little fast, but it works. So I got to remember to get this out of here where you guys are. So, and I got another one of these with a llama. So there's your thing. And to put these together, just stick that slit in there, slightly bend, and stick that slit there. And there's that. You want to pop your words. And I used my Stardust Clear Gel Pen. Can you see? There you go. You can see that. I used the Stardust Clear Gel Pen to outline the letters. I thought that really looked pretty because I didn't do a lot of popping on here. I thought this is gorgeous. Another thing you can do is on your flowers, take your Stardust Clear Gel Pen, or if you're using your, if you have a Wink of Stella, do it on the flowers. It is just gorgeous. I just want to make sure that this goes where I want. I'm probably a little overkill here. But I got this piece on my finger and I need to get it off my finger so I can go on. Okay, get that out of the way. Get these out. So isn't this cool? One thing about it though, when you stamp on the inside of the card, make sure you stamp either up at the top or down at the bottom. Just got to play with it because you don't want to see your stamping stuff, whatever your words are, behind this flower. It looks kind of, it won't look good. So just be aware of the open window here and where you stamp inside your card. So I'm getting all my little pieces off. And this is going to go kind of center it right there. And there it is. There is your card. So this is the first of the 2 videos. I will take a couple of minute break between videos and come back and do the other card, and I will show you the one where we will finish with. It is called a Fanfare Fold Card. So this is the second video. So come back. I'll be gone for just a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Catch you later. Or should I say catch you shortly. Bye-bye.